Hello, welcome back to the class. I still remain your science teacher, and today we'll be talking about displacement reaction amongst the halogens. Displacement reaction amongst the halogen. For instance, a question is given. Complete the chemical equation for the reaction between chlorine and potassium bromide solution. Here, chlorine is a halogen, and then potassium bromide is a halide, and this kind of reaction is a displacement reaction. I've noticed that most students fail to get the correct product, so I will just give you a little tips on how to get the right products. Okay, first you need to know what displacement reaction is. Displacement reaction has to do with more reactive halogens displacing or taking the place or swapping with the less reactive halogens from their salt solution. A displacement reaction has to do with a more reactive halogen displacing a less reactive halogen from their salt. How do we know a more reactive halogen? Looking at the periodic table, the halogens are in group 7. So the elements in the periodic table in group 7 are arranged, and as we move down the group, we notice that their reactivity decreases. That means fluorine is the most reactive, followed by chlorine and bromine, iodine, then astatine as the least reactive. So having known this, the question says the reaction between chlorine and potassium bromide. Since chlorine is above bromine in the periodic table, it means that chlorine will displace bromine in this reaction. So here where we have KBr, the Br there will be replaced with Cl. Cl will take the place of Br because Cl, which is chlorine, is more reactive than bromine. So you can see the answer. You have chlorine plus potassium bromide to give potassium chloride and bromine. So I want to believe you understood what I've explained. Don't forget, the more reactive halogen will displace the less reactive one. So try this. Complete the reaction between chlorine and sodium bromide. Try it and see you in our next class. Thank you very much, and bye for now.